Welcome to the Therapy Trainings Podcast, where we delve into the essential topics that shape our understanding of mental health and well-being. I'm thrilled to have you with me today for a special companion episode to the course titled Cultural Responsiveness Training, offered by Therapy Trainings. In a world that is becoming increasingly diverse and interconnected, cultural responsiveness is not just a buzzword. It's a crucial skill for mental health professionals, counselors, and therapists alike. In this episode, we'll unpack key insights from the course, explore the importance of cultural responsiveness in therapy, address common misconceptions, and arm you with practical strategies to enhance your practice. If you've ever wondered how culture influences mental health or how to better connect with clients from diverse backgrounds, you're in the right place. So let's jump right in. First, let's define what we mean by cultural responsiveness. Cultural responsiveness involves recognizing, respecting, and being open to the various cultures and identities your clients bring into the therapeutic space. It's about understanding how cultural backgrounds influence individuals' experiences, behaviors, and mental health. This training isn't just about acknowledging diversity. It's about integrating that understanding into your work to create a more inclusive and effective therapeutic environment. One of the key points covered in Therapy Training's course is the idea that cultural responsiveness begins with self-awareness. As therapists, we must be aware of our own cultural identities and biases. Think about it. We all come from unique backgrounds that shape our perspectives. This self-awareness is the first step to understanding how our views might color our interactions with clients. Have you considered how your upbringing, beliefs, and values might influence your therapeutic approach? It's crucial to engage in this introspective work to ensure that we're not imposing our cultural norms onto our clients. For example, let's consider a therapist from a Western background working with a client from a collectivist culture, where family and community are prioritized over the individual. If the therapist is not aware of this cultural difference, they might unintentionally dismiss the client's concerns about family dynamics, leading to a breakdown in the therapeutic relationship. This is why self-awareness is not just a personal journey, it's a professional necessity. Transitioning from self-awareness, let's talk about the importance of cultural knowledge. Gaining knowledge about different cultures is essential, but it's equally important to understand that culture is not static. It's fluid and ever-evolving. Therapy Trainings emphasizes that cultural responsiveness involves continuous learning. This means actively seeking out information about the cultures of the clients you work with, understanding their histories, traditions, and values. Imagine you're a therapist working with a client who practices a faith that has specific rituals related to mental health and wellness. If you're unaware of these practices, you might overlook an essential aspect of their healing process. By familiarizing yourself with various cultural practices, you can offer more tailored support. But remember, knowledge alone isn't enough. Always approach your clients with curiosity and humility, acknowledging that they are the experts of their own experiences. Now let's move on to the third key point, the role of communication in cultural responsiveness. Effective communication is the backbone of any therapeutic relationship. But what happens when cultural differences lead to misunderstandings? For instance, certain cultures may view eye contact as a sign of respect, while others may find it confrontational. Being aware of these nuances can prevent potential misinterpretations. In the course, we learn about the importance of using culturally appropriate language and being sensitive to nonverbal cues. This might mean adapting your communication style to better suit your client's preferences. Are you open to adjusting your approach based on their needs? It's about creating an environment where clients feel safe to express themselves without fear of judgment or misunderstanding. Now let's address some common misconceptions surrounding cultural responsiveness. One of the most prevalent misunderstandings is the belief that cultural competence is a destination rather than a journey. Some professionals might think, once I've completed a training, I'm culturally competent. However, cultural responsiveness is an ongoing process. Cultures change, and so do the individuals within them. It's vital to remain engaged and committed to learning throughout your career. Another misconception is that cultural responsiveness only applies to specific cultural groups. In reality, every client you work with comes from a unique cultural background. Even within populations that might seem homogeneous, there are vast differences in experiences and perspectives. By broadening your understanding of cultural responsiveness, you'll be better equipped to serve all of your clients. Let's also touch on the idea that cultural responsiveness is primarily about knowledge. While knowledge is essential, it's the application of that knowledge that truly matters. It's not enough to know about different cultures. You have to put that understanding into practice. This means adapting your therapeutic interventions, being open to feedback, and recognizing that your approach may need to shift as you learn more about your clients. As we wrap up our discussion, I want to leave you with some thought-provoking insights. Cultural responsiveness is not just a skill, it's a mindset. It requires humility, curiosity, and a genuine desire to understand and connect with your clients. When you approach your practice with this mindset, you open the door to deeper, more meaningful therapeutic relationships. I encourage you to reflect on your own cultural biases and how they might impact your work. Consider the clients you see and how their cultural backgrounds influence their mental health experiences. Are you making space for those narratives in your sessions? And remember, it's never too late to learn. Whether you're just starting your career or you're a seasoned professional, there's always room for growth in cultural responsiveness. If you're interested in further exploring this topic, I highly recommend checking out the full course on cultural responsiveness training at Therapy Trainings. Not only will you gain valuable insights, but you'll also be part of a community dedicated to fostering inclusive practices in mental health. Thank you for joining me today on the Therapy Trainings podcast. I hope you found this episode insightful and inspiring. Remember, cultural responsiveness is a journey, and every step you take moves you closer to becoming a more effective and compassionate therapist. Visit therapytrainings.com for more resources and courses to enhance your practice. Until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and keep making a difference in the lives of your clients.